All right guys, today I'm going to show you guys how to get rid of some standing water on a flat roof. This is the roof that we previously did, but it still has some standing water. So there's no way to really know until the roof is done that there's this much standing water. So, just got my pants wet. Not the second video that we... So anyways guys, we're just going to remove the standing water by cutting a channel and lowering that part of the roof. Follow along as we do it. We're going to have some fun and hopefully we don't get it too wet. Let's blow the roof, let's get it done. First thing we're gonna do here is, as you can see, remove the water. After that's done, we're gonna take a bucket of water and we're gonna pour it onto the roof and we're gonna see where it goes. So we're just gonna add a little water and find out what the deepest part of this roof is. It's important to know where the low spot is. If you don't know where that is, don't bother cutting the roof. We may have to do 2 channels, but I think we're gonna start with 1 and see how that works. If the problem still persists, we're gonna have to do more than that. But let's not get too crazy and do too much before we know exactly what's going on. So, I think the majority of the water is sitting right here somewhere, if not right here. So that's where we're gonna start cutting. That's where our channel's gonna start. So, let's start removing the roof and getting rid of the water that now we've poured here. The next thing we want to do after we cut back our roofing material here is flip it back and cut away all our insulation. So we're going to cut away the cover board and the tapered iso that's in this channel. We're going to cut back our wood banding that's on the outside of our roof. All right, so the landscapers were here a little while ago, so I couldn't really talk because no one could hear me. But as you can see here, we've already cut away the plywood and we've cut down our roof rafters to give it a slight pitch outwards. And now what I'm gonna do is replace the plywood and then we can put the roof back the way it was, as if it never happened, but just lower in that section. So that's what it looks like. Now that we're fully insulated underneath the plywood, we fully insulated with rock wool because the insulation there was kind of nasty. So we had it, so we put it in. Then we put 2 layers of 1/2-inch plywood, and that's because there's already 2 layers of 1/2-inch down there already. So we're just matching the old with what is now the new. It's not really old before, but... So anyways, so there's 2 layers of plywood, and then now we're going to add this AA panel. We're gonna cut it down to 16 inches, put it inside the channel, and then we're gonna use this tapered edge here, or actually it's called a cant strip. We'll put the cant strip in the corner, and then it'll make it an easier edge, so we're not having to do any 90s. But enough talking, let's get to it. Now we got the ISO down, still pitching into the gutter, and I put the fireboard cant strips in, and we're ready to glue the membrane. So now all I gotta do is just take this piece of membrane and glue it straight back again, nice and tight, and then I can weld patches over the cut here. Pretty much done. And that is how you get rid of standing water on a flat roof. Finally done with this part of the video, and as you can see here, the roof has been lowered, and so that is considered a scupper. Oddly enough, it is a scupper. So, you know, it's not even going through a parapet wall, it's just lowering a part of the roof. And so, yeah, it may be a scupper, it may be a channel. You know, does a scupper only go through a wall or a parapet wall? I don't really know. So it's either a scupper or just a lowered part of the roof. So either way, that's one way to do it.